Hi, everybody. So you guys thought the Oregon standoff was crazy, involving the Mallard Refuge, right, by the militias in Oregon and various others? Michigan can beat that. Our Libertarian chair, which I'm not affiliated with, Kimberly McCurry, is actually calling on libertarians in Michigan to basically take over buildings and basically do a similar situation as happened in Oregon. I'm not kidding. I couldn't make this up if I tried. You think your state is a little north of crazy? Michigan is totally. We literally have like the extremist liberals and the extremist conservatives, and neither one really likes each other. So this is the idea. Even though the Oregon situation happened in the Pacific Northwest, the people of Michigan should pay attention. Why? Because this can happen anywhere, as it did before in Wounded Knee in 1973. There was a Wounded Knee situation in 1973. They were not just accidentally referring to a 1773 reference. I made sure of that. The Obama administration has had 265 million acres of newly federalized protected lands, and over 3 million acres of land in Michigan is owned and controlled by the federal government. Basically, it goes on and on and on. It talks about criminal charges involved in Oregon, but that does not condone the government and how it handled its situation, nor does it condone violent threats against protesters. Well, the protester had guns. They had some moderate level of, situation. But anyways, those participating in the standoff apparently believed it is one of the few routes left to fight for ever-encroaching government. And basically, I don't want to do this word for word because I want you to read into it, but basically they're calling for more and more of these standoffs, and it kind of sounds like libertarians call for the occupation of government buildings. My guess would be in Michigan. So if you think that the NWO is not pushing for more and more extremist action so that they can close down your liberties, guess whose pockets they have their hand in? The Libertarians of Michigan, folks. Hey, I wouldn't put this up if it didn't actually mean something. It means tomorrow morning, Michigan's Lansing building or anywhere else could be kind of, I doubt it'd be a similar situation like Oregon where there were armed protesters, but even in Ukraine, the protesters were not armed when they went into the police stations, when they went into libraries, and they just stayed there. And what happened? Well, everything hit the books, the power went out, and there was fighting in the streets. So I guarantee you that those on high are pushing the Libertarian Party of Michigan, Chairman Kimberly McCurry as one of them, for Libertarian Party of Michigan, to actually do this. Now, I was going to go ahead and I was going to cut out the part where it says, the email address and everything else, but I wanted to put this out there exactly how they put it out there, because I believe that most of these chairmen of these organizations, folks, are basically getting their orders from the federal government. And that is to rally the extremists so that they can deal with them instead of, them sitting on their butts not getting the coffins filled in the FEMA camps and the, all the prisons and everything. So I wanted to bring this to you. I feel very strongly about this. This is just how nuts it's actually getting, folks. Those in power are pushing for extremist events so that the government can basically come in and, deal you out, deal out your families. And in the end, they're like, oh, it's freedom and rights, and we have to show them we have rights. You don't have rights to occupy federal buildings. You have rights to go before Congress. You have rights to do various things of that sort. You have rights to change the laws, to go to the sheriffs, to change the laws back to where the states own the land. But just to occupy buildings is stupid. It's stupid, always has been stupid, always will be stupid. Oh, they did that at the Alamo, they did this over here, they did that. Yeah, but still. That's my opinion, I'm sticking to it. Thank you.